구원해준 나의 천사 나의 세상 난 이상 새 고향이 널 만나러
Is it your final decision? Wayan asks, looking at Jimin, who is now holding his back tightly in his fists, knuckles white. The quiet between them stretches, thick, almost heavy, and Wayan can feel her heartbeat, stubborn, trying to wait for him to say something. Yes, you're my student, and that's it. Jimin says, voice firm, cold, precise. Wayan blinks at him, caught between frustration and disbelief. But I will graduate next year. I'll not be your student anymore. She steps closer, trying to press her point, trying to make him understand. Still, I am way older than you. You're just 17, and I am 25. Got it? Jimin says, eyebrows raised, his lecturing tone creeping back, firm, unyielding. He shifts slightly, his back tightening in his hand. Oyen watches him, stubborn, not moving back, not letting him push her away. I don't give a fuck about the age gap, Oyen says, words sharp, bold, deliberate. Jimin's eyes widen, startled by her choice of words. Language, Oyen, you're still in your school premises, and I'm still your teacher. He says, stepping back, trying to leave before the tension gets worse. So, is that your call, Jimin? She asks, soft but challenging, calling him by his name. Jimin's jaw tightens, his body stiff. Don't be a brat, and I'm Mr. Park for you, he says, walking away, not ready to entertain anything she's doing, not ready to give in. Then, be my brat timer, she calls after him, voice firm, lingering in the air. She sighs, gulps turn stubborn. She always wants what she wants, anytime, anyway, be it an ice cream or Park Jimin. She nods to herself, already decided, already planning what to do next. When Jimin comes to class, he looks around at his students with a smile when they greeted him. But his eyes fall on the empty chair where Ryan should be seated. He blinks just for a second and frowns slightly, his back tightening in his hands. Where is Ryan? Jimin asks her friend, and she stands up. She shrugs and says she has no idea where she is. Jimin just shrugs back and starts his lesson. But it doesn't stop there. Not really. Something in him won't just let go. She doesn't come to classes the next day either, and now he can't just shrug it off. He texts her parents to ask where she is, but they say she's attending school, the driver dropping her every day. Jimin knows her parents are overseas. He lets it go for now, telling himself to wait, hoping she'll come back to his classes. But the thought lingers, tugging at him. A week passes just like that, and Ryan still doesn't attend any classes. He feels it, a quiet tension he can't shake. Finally, he waits at the school gate, deciding he won't leave until he sees her. And she comes. She gets down from her car, walking slowly inside the school. Calm, deliberate, almost as if she knew he was following. Jimin follows, careful, keeping his eyes on her, not ready to let her out of his sight. Wayan walks toward the back of the school, where no one comes regularly, mostly abandoned, concrete and dust covering the floors, the air dry and quiet. Jimin follows silently, keeping a few steps behind, his eyes tracking her every move, his chest tightening with a sense of dread. She goes inside and drops her bag on the floor. Slowly, deliberately, she takes something out of her pocket. Jimin's eyes widen when he sees it. At this age, and something in his snaps. He can't hold himself back anymore. He runs to her, standing in front of her, blocking her from moving. "What are you doing?" he asks, voice sharp, tense, looking down at her. She is seated there casually, leisurely, not even lifting her eyes, not a flicker of guilt or fear in her gaze. "Took you 8 days and 11 hours 47 minutes to find me, huh?" she says, smoking right there like it's nothing. Jimin grabs the cigarette from her lips and throws it away. But she just slips her hand into her pocket, pulling another one to her mouth. He freezes for a second, unable to believe what he's seen. "What are you doing to yourself? Since when did you have these habits? Do you want to get expelled from the school?" He doesn't know what to say. He didn't expect this. He doesn't know how to handle it. Oh, she looks up through her lashes, slow, deliberate. "I would love to be expelled so that you'll not be teacher anymore." She lights the cigarette, calm, defiant. Jimin pulls it away again and throws it, frustration burning hotter inside him with each motion. "You are a good student, and why are you?" His words catch, faltering. "Because of you, can't you see?" She cuts him off, eyes fixed on his face. She doesn't know how to describe his face. Beautiful, handsome, both. He looks too perfect, too crisp and white, too sharp, driving her insane. "You made me do all this, Jimin." She whispers, deliberate. Jimin breathes in and out, frozen, unable to find words. "Accept my love, and I'll drop everything," she says again, calm, insistent, like it's a promise and a challenge all at once. Jimin shakes his head. "You have to be compliant," he says, stepping back, trying to regain control, trying to pull himself out of the chaos. "Go ahead," she says, lighting another cigarette, and Jimin just stares, disbelief weighing him down, leaving the space behind, helpless and frustrated. It just continues. Either YN comes to class and sleeps or doesn't come at all. Jimin notices everything. He sees it. Her grades gone down, her reputation bad, almost expert. And it was him who asked for a second chance for her. He can't take it anymore. Not when he sees her again now drinking alcohol, barely steady. "YN, you need to stop all this. I helped you not get expelled," Jimin says, voice tight, desperate. She doesn't even look up, eyelids heavy, intoxicated. She hiccups before speaking. "Will that stop me?" she asks, finally, looking up, meeting his siren eyes. "You have to stop all this now," he repeats, voice firmer. She chuckles softly, slow, standing up inches away from him, eyes locked on his. "I will," she says, blinking slowly, never breaking eye contact. "If you love me back." Jimin coughs, looking away. "Please," she says, voice trembling now. He snaps his head back to her. She is tearing up, a single tear rolling down her cheeks. "You have no idea how much I love you, and I obey you if you accept me," she says. Jimin gulps, heart tight. He thinks. "Score first mark, and I'll think about it," he finally says. YN blinks at him. And once I graduate, you'll advise that you said all this for me to become a good student, wouldn't you? She asks. Jimin sighs. What a brat. No, he says firmly. I'll not take my words back. She smiles, slow, victorious. Then teach me, she says, stepping closer. Everything. Jimin gulps. Their faces close, tension thick, burning. He's ready to scold, to squabble. But when he turns back, she's already throwing her stuff out of her bag and pockets. I'm stopping everything right now, she says, firm. Jimin breathes out, trying to steady himself. Go home, take rest, and come back tomorrow, he says. She nods, starts to leave. But then she turns back, eyes locking on his, before vanishing out of sight. The next day, when Jimin enters the class, he sees Ryan in her seat, like an obedient student she is, sitting there, bag on the side, notebook open, pen in hand. He nods to himself and starts the lesson, but his eyes keep sneaking toward her. Can't help it, watching how she writes, how she takes notes, how even the way she tilts her head pulls him in. And any doubts? Jimin asks, scanning everyone. Ryan raises her hand slowly, looking up at him, eyes calm, steady. He nods, walking toward her, trying to hide how fast his heart beats. Every step feels slower than it should, like time is stretching just for this moment. When he's near, she points to her notebook. He looks down, reads it, and his chest tightens. Kiss me, I'll score 100. He lifts his eyes slowly. She's looking at him, puppy eyes, soft, wide, innocent, teasing. He shakes his head, tries not to, sighs heavily, turns away. He walks back to the boat, but his eyes keep darting to her. She's sitting there, pen moving across the paper, calm, deliberate, smirk tugging at her lips. His chest tightens. He exhales slowly, shakes his head. The tension lingers, heavy, stubborn, and it feels it coiled inside him. After classes, she stays in the class. She would be bored at home, so she thought of staying here is better. But what surprises her is Jimin at the doorway, bag in hand, ready to leave, like nothing is unusual. You didn't go home yet? He asks, stepping inside. She shrugs. I'll be bored there too, so I thought of staying a bit. He nods, almost about to speak, but she interrupts. Will you come teach me something? She asks, soft, teasing. He blinks, takes a breath. And before he can say anything, she asks, I know you're good at all the subjects. Jimin gulps like she's reading his mind. He walks closer, sits in the seat in front of hers. How do you know all this? He asks, trying to sound calm, but his chest tightens. She smiles, small, confident. I saw your profile in the registry. You're studying in the school, class president too. I know everything about you, Jimin. Jimin blinks. Mr. Park, he mutters slow. She chuckles, leaning slightly closer. Jimin, she whispers softly. He shakes his head. I'm leaving. Her eyes wide, stopping, holding him there without touching. Okay, I'm so sorry. Please sit, Mr. Park, she says, emphasizing it. He sighs, long and slow, sits down again. She takes out a book, World History. She says, reading, eyes locked on him, daring him to look away. Jimin watches her, chest tight, heart beating slow but fast. Tension thick. Don't look at me like that, he says, accent slipping, Busan coming out. You are my student. She smiles, loves how challenging he always is. She comes closer, fingers almost brushing his. He pulls back slightly. Kiss me, I'll study until dawn. She whispers, playful, daring, teasing. Jimin's eyes stands up slowly, exhales, chest heavy, a thick between them. Electric. He wants to scold, but her smile, it stops him, just stops him. She sits there, quiet, fingers playing with pages, eyes never leaving his, like she knows she's won and he can't look away. Every blink, every breath, every heartbeat, every glance pulses between them. Slow, tense, immediate, electric.